Alright, I guess we're doing Gene's Trail. So, I'm not a fan of this guy named Gene. I won't say his last name, but let's see if this might make me more of a fan of the name. Okay, because I need a better, stable camera one of these days, so you guys don't have to feel all this jiggling around. Trying to get at least 3,000 steps in before I start the day. I don't know what that equates to as far as miles or kilometers yet. Let's figure that out later. For now, I just want to get this in before the temperatures get too hot too here in Vegas. It's been heating up this past week here in mid-May. Sorry, mid-April. Is it mid-April? Yeah, April, May, June. Yeah, I think it's mid-April. Losing track of time. So, this is the Red Rock area. Pretty nice, I would say. It looks even better when driving up in this area. It's like you can't even capture it via phone, which might be also a idea for a new phone that does more landscape vision or replicates the human eye, since our eye has this ability to see so much more than what these cameras can do. And the beauty that our eyes can capture. And then, well, the point is that very few of us ever see exactly what the other person sees. We have a narrow definition or a narrow glimpse of what's actually seen. Sorry. I'm obviously breathing a little too heavy and can't articulate my thoughts as effectively. But what I'm trying to say is that through all the experiences in life, or even a glimpse like this, where I can see everything over to that side and you can't see it. I can see everything over to that side and you really can't see it. This is incredibly magnificent. Sure, I can't see the whole 360 view. Over there is Las Vegas and everything behind my head or beyond what my eyes can see. But again, it's sometimes interesting when somebody tries to explain to you the beauty they see, yet you only get a glimpse of this little circle that's on a camera, or on a phone that is, via its camera, which is so limiting. Anyway, just my profound thought of the day. So, that's Red Rock. This is why it's called Red Rock. And I think over there, you'll see a line of red across some of the larger hills, or I don't know if we call them mountains. I'd love to climb up to the top of that at some point if I get a chance. I took this trail a little while, or the other night, ran up It's a lady who had her dog, let it loose. She couldn't control it. The dog basically attacked me. But, you know, I tried to be as friendly as I could with the dog, and so it didn't bite me, but it was pretty dang close. But the lady didn't do much either, which I thought was kind of interesting. Anyway, I don't know if you can see the path, but it goes all the way over there. I can't say we'll get all the way to that part, but we'll try. Forgot to bring my headphones, so I'm kind of curious what the audio is going to sound like. You're probably still hearing me breathe heavy, obviously. Why do I use the word obviously? I don't know. Anyway, all these filler words that we use in everyday language. I'm not even talking to anybody and I'm using them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you all who are watching this video, all 1 of 2, 3 views of you. Once in a while these pop, like when I complained the other day, or not the other day, this morning. Was it this morning or was it yesterday? It must have been yesterday, sorry. About how the avatar creator on her phone sucks. And I still think it sucks. Just kidding. Obviously I was being sarcastic and pissed at the moment. I knew it was a Wi-Fi thing, so fuck y'all. You guys don't get it. You also don't understand how content's created or what people are doing when they create content. They're trying to get reactions like that out of you. And they're also not always exhibiting the truth. I mean, come on. How much do you think fake news gets versus like real news? Or authentic or real people's thoughts that are good gets versus the crazy shit that's out there. Let's think about that. So the crazier I fucking am, the fucking better it is for this channel. Even though it's not purposely done that way. All the majority of the stuff is just truly real. Anyway, I should quiet down because these people who are coming up probably gonna think I'm crazy and fucking take me down. All right, I finally got something where I can breathe. I might run now.
That's the best way to do it.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Nice folks. I always love meeting nice folks. And I've been fortunate to meet a few here and there, which reminds me of a couple of folks that I gave my phone number out to that haven't reached out, but hey, it's okay. Maybe they'll reach out someday. That's the thing. We connect with individuals in this world in the most ephemeral way possible. I met this 90-year-old couple, 90-year-old husband and 83-year-old, I think she's 83-year-old wife in my Airbnb. Hope to stay in touch with them. But they're getting up there with their age, plus their focus is around their family. So why would they want to talk to some crazy Korean who's going a million miles each direction, right? I did text Nadir earlier, Nadir being at the bottom of something, but he's a different Nadir. It's not spelled on I, it's spelled on E. And his advice and thoughts were much more valued than somebody who is possibly at their nadir. But then again, I'm wrong. People, when they're at their nadir, like I was literally 5 weeks ago, sometimes have incredible thoughts. Maybe not at that time, but post nadir, right? So, and that's how Nadir was talking to me. Sounded like he might have made some mistakes or was always focused on the present and not thinking about the future. And so nowadays he thinks a lot about his legacy. He's like, I can't take this with me. Even though he worked really hard to build up his wealth. Yeah, I don't know. He has 3 incredible children. I'm sure he'll pass on that house, that $1.1 million home, which could be worth as much as like 5, depending on how you market it. And since they do have a daughter who's a marketer, she might be able to turn that thing into 4 times its value. Some sucker who thinks it's 4 times its value, when in reality, it might be worth at the base 1.1. Because Nadir, when he bought it, he probably lowballed the owner and probably got it for like $50,000. Can't remember how long he said he lived there, maybe 50 some years, or at least his marriage is 50 some years. Maybe living in the house like 30 some years. But 30 years ago, Austin was a big piece of farmland. So people could have got an incredible deal. And right now, I'd say they still can get that incredible deal, but it's fast becoming too expensive. So anyway, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I'm using one of the rhetorical techniques that Martin Luther King used in the I Have a Dream speech. The repetition. Tricolon. Was it tricolon? I forget. Got to review all my rhetorical strategies for when I'm out there pitching some more. Speaking of pitching, I'll have to share some thoughts about elevator pitches, since I was a guest speaker in a class the other night from one of the best speakers in Washington State's history, Lincoln Douglas history. It's ironic that I'm sitting there talking when she was literally the best in Washington State history, in my mind. And she's so humble, she doesn't give herself enough credit. She would probably hate me if I even mentioned her name, but I'm lucky because she's the godmother of my kids. And a friend I get to talk to pretty regularly. So, haha. That's what all you losers out there get for treating people like her like garbage and not seeing the beauty in who she is. And for poor fuckers like me, who have basically nothing. Sorry, I'm not that poor. Actually, I'm rich as fuck when it comes to friends. Probably one of the richest. But anyway, I think I'm gonna stop here. I'll have to double check on the step count here in a little bit. But time-wise, probably should head back. Got to take my friend Kate, another gem of a person who runs this incredible startup called Lately.ai. Gonna take her to the airport. She's so busy that it's hard to get time with her, so I only got a little bit yesterday while walking and catching up, and then today I'll take her to the airport and probably finish off that ketchup, not mustard, ketchup, brother. Nope, just kidding. God, my humor's horrible. Horrible! All right, let me turn this off.